This tip might just be one of the most shocking ones you'll ever hear when it comes to marketing a restaurant. In fact, it might just piss you off. But when we're done, you'll come out wiser than your competitors. Let's get into marketing a restaurant. Shocking tip right now. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Stacy Storino from Restaurant Shortcut with another video that'll help you grow both your restaurant's social media and its profit margin. Welcome back to the channel. For the new people here who have no idea who I am, over the years I've worked with multiple 6-figure and 7-figure food service establishments to help them grow their businesses via social media. My work has led to features in the Wall Street Journal, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, and more. If this is your first time here and you want to learn the tips and tricks of commanding diners' attention, which is ever more focused on their social feed, where your restaurant needs to be found, start now by smashing that subscribe button and clicking the bell notification so that you don't miss a thing. So I promised you marketing a restaurant shocking tip, didn't I? Okay, here we go. Now, as a restaurant owner, you may already know that you can't jump headlong into building the house of successful marketing for your restaurant without laying down a firm foundation first that has everything to do with proper branding. Branding itself equals an experience that you're promising to your restaurant's ideal customers, which I call your taste tribe. You need to establish your branding before you get into social media marketing for your restaurant. But that's not the shocking tip. So perhaps you may also know as a restaurateur that your eatery's brand, to be really effective, should have 7 different elements fleshed out so that it will actually demand your taste tribe's attention when they encounter your restaurant's social media posts online. When you have an effective brand, it's going to provide a critical boost to the social media marketing efforts for your restaurant. I've done a playlist covering all 7 branding elements, so make sure you check it out. But that's not the shocking tip either. So that said, I'm pretty sure from a restaurant owner's specific perspective, you may not have known that without a perfect blend of branding and marketing, your social media efforts will fall flat and just be one failure to launch after another. I've done a specific video describing how and why you need to achieve this distinctive blend for your restaurant. As a restaurant owner though, you may find this next piece of advice surprising. Your restaurant needs itself some haters. Yep, that's the shocking tip. And nope, I'm not kidding. What? Wait, I'll explain. Let's start with the basic principle of sales. If you try to sell to everyone, you'll end up selling to no one. And given the sea of content that's out there in everyone's social media feeds, if you're taking too safe and vanilla a route, your posts, pictures, videos, tweetables, quote cards, advertisements, etc. will be safe and vanilla as a result. And safe, two-dimensional, vanilla, and the like don't stand out in the sea of sameness that's populating everyone's feeds. So your stuff won't catch the attention of your desired taste tribe, and or they won't engage with any of it. Why? Because it's so plain and generic and the usual and stuff like that, so who cares? There's a million other plain and generic and pedestrian posts and content out there on every platform already. Who needs more? And if no one cares to slow their scroll for your content, they certainly won't engage with it. And if they don't engage with it, then the algorithm for any given platform that your content appears on will bury it sooner or later so that it won't even pop up in someone's feed to begin with. So your restaurant cannot be putting out content that somehow tries to appeal to everyone. The days of broad-based categorical content alone being a winner on any of today's platforms are over. So where do the haters factor in? I'm coming to that. Now, if you've caught my other videos having to do with restaurant branding and marketing, you know that you need to create content that appeals to your specific taste tribe and no one else. Your restaurant's overall branded experience, both online and in real life, must deliver what your specific taste tribe wants and should address why they want it so that they feel special, exclusive, and well cared for. So no matter how you slice, dice, and julienne cut and fry things, pun intended, you just cannot create content that's everything to everyone. Even though your brand is a restaurant, this rule still applies. Your restaurant's content won't stand out in the feed, and no one will see themselves reflected in the content, even if it did somehow stand out. So they won't get emotionally involved, and they'll move on. People want to see themselves in the proverbial mirror that's your content, not you or your restaurant per se. Sorry. Everyone's looking out for number one, and so are you, restaurateur entrepreneur. So just understand the accent mark has to be on that taste tribe specifically, so they start to identify with your content and your restaurant and the branded experience it's serving up along with the cuisine, and not everyone's part of that tribe. Your taste tribe is not everyone you see, and you're not narrowing down your audience a lot if you just try to do it by the cuisine you serve. So for example, let's say you own an Italian restaurant. Your content can't claim that your place is great for everyone who loves Italian food. That's still too broad a target market to go after. And it's still too broad of a concept to market effectively via social media or really any other way. Why? There's too much stuff out there for your content marketing efforts to stand out against that of all the other restaurants who are competing for like everyone, or everyone who likes Italian food in this example. As I've said before, when discussing sacred word building for your brand, your restaurant needs to tie into a community feeling or understanding with everything your restaurant does, both in real life and online. And that's not just restricted to your marketing efforts alone. It should tie into everything that you do at your restaurant. So back to the concept of needing haters for your restaurant brand. You need to be different, and you need to appeal to a specific niche audience. The riches are in the niches, as they say. And when you properly select your narrowed down niche of a taste tribe and dial into your target market research to establish in your marketing efforts that you're doing things that are just for them and their wants and their needs specifically, well, you know what happens? You directly or indirectly create an us versus them mentality. Cue the haters of your restaurant's brand. They're going to pop up. But that's a good thing. Why? Remember that knowing who your haters are, or as branding expert Patrick Hanlon would call them, the non-believers of your brand, well, it's a great thing because it's a really great positioning tool for your restaurant's brand. And that brand should drive the proverbial bus of all of your marketing efforts. In fact, you can really rally your taste tribe around the experience that is your restaurant's brand all the better when you use an us versus them mindset in your content. That sort of mindset, just so you know, has been a powerful tool to motivate people's efforts and sense of loyalty, from team sports to times of war. People have literally invested blood, sweat, and tears in order to support their team or community while combating, or let's say resisting, outsiders. So definitely highlight in your content, directly or indirectly, that your restaurant's brand should have its hater or non-believers. How to do this properly for your restaurant marketing? Every piece of content should celebrate your restaurant's brand experience, what makes it different from all of the similar competitors in and around your town, and should also establish that there are people who won't get you and your community, while simultaneously making it clear why the haters or non-believers don't matter. You can't be everything to everyone. Your restaurant's taste tribe and or digital and in real life community is very important. That's where you put your energy when it comes to creating your content, not on the haters. Celebrate what makes your restaurant's branded experience and its community of regulars different, special, and unique. Back to the Italian restaurant example. Let's say your Italian restaurant is located in the United States for purposes of this example. Maybe the best way to rally your taste tribe in that case would be to create an us versus them marketing campaign where your restaurant's Italian food offerings don't just include the usual staples, but also offers cutting-edge cuisine that's directly inspired by the more modern restaurants located in Italy itself. Therefore, your content should highlight the fact, directly or indirectly, that your restaurant's taste tribe is people with more adventurous palates, not for folks who are just hoping for a plain old spaghetti and meatballs combo, and that's that. Your restaurant's taste tribe, therefore, are daring lovers of Italian cuisine who need to have their taste buds titillated as opposed to having a cook play safe with them all the time. So your restaurant is not for everyone. Those that like plainer fare won't likely fit in. No matter if you stir up a pot of haters by creating such content, it'll cause rubbernecking while people are scrolling through their feeds, which is better than being passed on by as the same old food picture stuff without anyone looking at it. Such marketing might scare up some hardcore trolls too. That's okay. Being an awesome restaurant brand is the best revenge. Throw your efforts, both online and in real life, behind your taste tribe alone by giving them the best brand experience that's tailor-made just for them. You'll win their loyalty, and of course, that shows up by them being transformed into hardcore regulars. Yours is an exclusive club, so to speak, and not everyone can get in, and not everyone will want in, but that's not only okay, it's awesome since it provides your taste tribe with an identity they'll revel in. And instead of supporting your restaurant with their blood, sweat, and tears, they'll support it with dollars on the regular instead. Want my restaurant shortcut quick start guide that'll cover some of my most effective tips and tricks to build your restaurant brand? You can find it at the link below this video. Check it out and you'll learn tips on how you can be efficient and effective with your restaurant's social media content so that it acts as free advertising and so that you're constantly building your list of customers while also building your restaurant's fan culture that'll support you no matter what the economy looks like. And learn even more ways to grow your restaurant's social media by hitting the like button below, smashing the subscribe button, and clicking the bell notification so you don't ever miss a thing. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, my restaurateur entrepreneurs.